Times out of 10, I'm in my feelings. But 10 times out of 9, I'm only human. Tell me, what did I do wrong? Feel like the question has been posed. I'm moving on. I've always been committed.
Welcome to the element.
Hi.
How have all of you guys been since we last met?
I've been wonderful,
awesome.
happy it's summertime.
Yes, happy summertime. So I know usually the summertime is a time for us to, relax and vacation. But of course, now that we're young adults, young women, sometimes those summer plans have changed. They've evolved a little bit. So now that we have time to kind of relax for the summer, get out of our regular routine, we actually make time now to complete some much needed goals. So, of course, what would you say are some of your pastime summer goals?
I think, because when we were in school, I would consider that pastime. Most of my goals was, vacation, probably go to summer school, knock a class out so I can have an easy next semester. But of course, vacation and, just have a little summer job so I can make some little money on the side. That was the old ARVA though.
Little baddie, B-body, little workout plan, trying to come back and fall better. Yeah. So I would agree, definitely would agree to do the same thing. I feel like all of those, of course, sound like great memories, but at this point, since we've developed as young women, shall I say, reiterate, how have some of your summer goals changed?
I think that my old summer goals consisted of just having fun or something, swimming a lot,
That's what she said,
hanging with the neighborhood kids. I had like a sandlot type of childhood.
Uh-huh.
Although we weren't playing baseball, we just were having fun, like day in, day out.
So you were
Just being kids.
Yeah, we played outside all the time.
Oh, okay.
We went to the pool like faithfully. I know the
parties.
lifeguards hated us. Like
They're back
the
again.
pool opened at 11, we were there 10:59. Like we here, we came. Mondays were horrible because the pool was closed on Mondays.
Oh, for cleaning, huh?
Yes, and it was tragic. We wake up Monday like,
Really?
what we gonna do today?
Y'all got Uno, Monopoly.
Time to pull out the water hose.
Right. Look, run through the water real quick.
Yeah.
Now that I'm older, I think it's probably focused on like travel and other goals. I mean, like business goals and travel goals. I like to travel a lot, so summertime is the time to be doing that.
But we've changed now, we're young women, we're adults now, so of course, our plans have changed for the summer. This is the time to,
I'm going on
take the time off.
Vacation got shows.
Yeah, whoa. We got.
Is that still not going to get chose over the summer?
Hey, I'm not looking.
Not putting a time frame on God's.
Oh, yes, on God's word. We're going to put a time frame. And plus, summertime, that's not a good time frame to get chose. I don't want to get chose in the summer.
She's speaking for herself.
Summer fling.
Why?
I don't want
What's wrong with getting chosen?
Because you get chose in the summer, look, that's a risk you take. You already know it's going to be a summer fling. You already know he's going to be pulling other females. It's not serious.
That's like
So you gotta get chosen.
I'm a serious person.
You too serious for me. That's
I'm
when
sorry.
That's when you young.
You date me forever. Okay?
She's chosen. Y'all don't have to worry about her. You don't have to worry about dating her ever.
She's chosen.
She's the one you gotta call and put the order out on.
Put the order. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I agree.
I want to know how now we talked about our pastime goals. How have your goals changed now as professional older women?
I'm not older.
Okay. Jaleesa, how have your goals changed?
Like I said, I think it's just I like to travel more, so I do a lot more traveling. I think I don't necessarily specify the goals for the summer. It's just like a lot takes place during the summer, but it's really just throughout the year.
Have fun, be free.
Yeah, because old
That's
summers.
when you baby free.
That's me. O for kids. No trials, no results. So what I'm saying is, it's just it's all about me, I guess.
See?
I would say, I said earlier, like as a younger adult, my goals were to, probably finish. I was pretty serious, so I did, summer school, find a job, do a vacation, you know, something like that. But now, since I see, you know, I'm a regular 8 to 5 person, you know, go home, go to work, things like that. I feel like now that since I have the summer off, my position is more flexible. I feel like I have more goals. I feel like this is the time for me to, you know, earn different certifications, you know, probably go out of town real quick, things like that. I have more things that I want to accomplish because I feel like I have more time off.
That's amazing.
Very
It's not
amazing.
like being in school anymore. School summers
Yeah,
are different from real life summers.
Yeah.
So you have to make do with what you got throughout the whole year because you don't get summer
Yeah.
break,
Put in
spring
that
break, winter
PTO.
break like you used to. So
It's more so like yearly goals. Like I
Yeah,
set goals
like I
to
said.
myself in December. Like not even resolutions. Those to me.
Yeah, goals are
never
like
really
totally.
keep on.
they're
This is
totally
something
different.
like lifetime. Like I'm establishing this goal, and this is what is going to get me to the next chapter, the next level. So you know, I don't do resolutions. I don't really do specific seasonal goals. My goals are until I accomplish them.
So, but Leia, I have a question for you. So, do you think that goals make you a better person?
I mean, yeah, because it makes you have responsibility. Well, unless you be like, oh, well, I'm not going to do this no more. I'm going to go on to the side. And that's something that I've done plenty of times before.
Yes.
Start something, don't finish it. That was one of my biggest flaws. But this year, I've been doing a lot of working on completing things, even if it's small, whatever. If I complete it, that's a kudos for me.
Right.
And, yeah, so just complete it, and you'll be good.
I agree. I think goals do make you a better person. Like you say, makes you have responsibility. You know, you don't always want to just start things and just never finish it. So I mean, it's important to have a goal in your life. I feel like if you're just living without an existence, if you don't have a goal, you're here for a purpose. So I
Trying
think
to find your purpose, that's what it is.
that's the thing. Everyone does know their purpose. I'm not fully aware of my purpose yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. So I'm trying little things here and there. Like, for instance, one of my goals now is I'm trying to plan on becoming a tax preparer. You know, I'm thinking about getting my real estate license. These are two things.
Pop that on.
These are
I'm learning something about ARVA.
they're private thoughts.
Serious of 'em.
But I mean,
private thoughts now.
well, you know, because what motivated me is because like
You know when you know.
Whitney's making lotion. SILYA, she does photography.
I'm lifting titties.
JALEESA, she has uplifting. So I feel like, okay, I have to find my purpose. I'm not in a rush or anything like that. I'm more of a straightforward, serious business type person. So I feel like I have to find something that's in that realm of things that fits me.
Yeah, it's something like you have to start. I think once you're fed up with your current position in life, that's when it's like, okay, there has to be something better than this. And once you fed up, it's like, I'm not doing this no more. I'm about to make some goals. I'm going to reach them. I'm going to figure out what my dream is, what my passion is. I'm not going to do the same routine things and be just a normal person. As we said in episode 1, we all in our own rights and ways, we want to be legendary. We want to leave this earth like, hey, that was SILYA. She was a best-selling author. Speaking into existence. But you know, so I mean, I think once you're fed up and you're really like, okay, like enough is enough, that's when you start taking goals more seriously, right? So yeah.
Okay, so as far as what's new and uplifting, we have swimwear. I know this might look like a bra, but it's actually a bikini top. This is from our brand Marley's Deckers, which is one of our high-end fashion brands. This specific swimsuit is called Agertha's Journey, and you can read about Marley's Deckers' inspiration. She has an inspiration for each line, each season. So as you can see, this is a top. This is a 32E that's offered. You see the front, there's rubber detail and then a yellow string. And then you turn around to the back, you have your clip to where you can take it on and off. It's very easy, and you have adjustable straps as well. And then you have the bottom, the matching bottom. This is actually a small. So you have the little string detail on the side, and then in the back, you can see it will cover your little bum bum. So this is just one of our swim pieces. We do have some more, so visit us at uplifting-bras.com so you can see the rest of the swimwear that we have offered.
About pursuing our goals, like it's always fun, you know, you already have the idea like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to make lotion, I want to make bras. What does it take to pursue a goal?
Motivation.
Perseverance is going to take
Perseverance.
some determination and willpower for sure.
I think you have to have support. Like you have to have that one friend or that, you know, that one confidant that's going to push you towards and continue to make you, you know, go towards your goal.
Right.
A lot of times people don't end up having a support system and they
You have to
still
be your
make
own
it, but
cheerleader.
it's always good to have somebody in your
Right.
corner that you can go to, vent to.
Right.
Sometimes you might need their help for ideas. It's just so many different
Like
things.
sometimes you just may need to cry and have somebody listen to you cry
That
because
brings
you're so
Yeah, you know.
frustrated with life.
Just let them vent and then
Have a moment and they get you back on track. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you got it out now.
Yeah, because I had to walk out of my job the other day and just go for a walk, and it was hot as hell outside. You hear me? But
You said about
But
me
you
right there.
I was so hot, and they was making me so upset up in there with all of that. I was like, let me go outside and take a walk. And I called my friend, and then I took my walk. I came back, and I was alright. But I still had in my mind what I needed to do
To get up out of this, right?
get this going on the ball. So yeah.
Exactly. I definitely agree. I agree. Yeah. Sometimes you need a breather. Sometimes, well, one thing, and me and JALEESA have talked about this multiple times, because being entrepreneurs, it's hard getting started. It's hard having that support system, even a simple share of your work to your friends' readers or their followers helps. It helps a growing business. But something specifically, I had to establish with JALEESA. I was like, sometimes your friends are not necessarily your fans. Some friends are. They'll support you. They'll, hey, you want me to hold a poster, a banner? How many times you want me to share? Morning, noon, and night? Okay, I got you. But then sometimes they'll just like cheer quietly in a corner, and it's strangers. It's other people who are entrepreneurs that step in and be like, hey, I like what you're doing. Let's team up.
Out there. Yeah.
I was listening to 97.9 The Box one morning. They have this, I think it's called WWD or something like that. It's like Motivation Wednesday. And they had T.D. Jakes on there. And basically what he said, you have your confidants, your, I think with conspirators, something like that. And basically the point of it, what his speech was to say, if you tell somebody something good that's happening towards you, pause for a minute to see what their reaction is. If their reaction is not what it's supposed to be, that's when you stop and just walk out the room, because that person is not your supporter. That person is not your friend. So I mean, that's how you know who's gonna be in your team. Tell somebody something that's good going on in your life and see what their reaction is.
That should be a challenge. So all of you, just a test, a little challenge to the people who you think are like your number ones. Say, hey, oh my God, like I have this new, business venture, If they're just like, oh, okay.
That's when you turn around. That's when I know where this friendship stands. That's not, they're not in my corner.
They can more so be like a convenient friend. Like, hey, I'll call you, we going out for drinks or something. But my confidant, never again.
That's me. It was just like, you have to understand. For me, I'm realistic about it. So I was like, I know my goals and what I'm trying to pursue. Even if people are supporting me, it's not that they're going to be as they're not going to be as invested or passionate about it. So like, it's really you, and you can't force that upon anybody else. Sometimes you might need their help for certain things, or you might need their support for different things, but ultimately you know that no one's going to give it what you would give it because it's yours.
You gotta pull it all the way from the bottom of your toes all the way out.
Which brings me to my next thought of the day. So I noticed that in real life we always set these goals. They can be losing weight, volunteer work, or getting a summer job, or things like that. But what I would like to know is, how do you usually get started towards your goals? Like, what's the first step when you have a goal?
Research. I think you gotta do some background on whatever you're doing.
Are you talking about regular research? I just Google how to build a business.
No,
you need that too.
WikiHow let you know how
at least
make business cards.
You had this idea, so you're like, okay, now how do I go forth with it? So I remember starting mine. I had to go to someone and ask, how do I, like, they were telling me first you need to get a DBA for doing business as, and then they're like, you can also do an LLC, limited liability corporation. So things like that you have to read upon. And then even when I was getting into bras, I reached out to some other people in the industry that own businesses, and they suggested, like, well, I think if you're going to this business, you should definitely go to this lingerie expo and everything. So I did. I read up on it, and I went, and it was definitely a good foundation for where I was headed.
I have a question about that. So do you think, since you're in the lingerie kind of area, do you think it's safe to go ask another entrepreneur that's in the same field for advice?
Well, this person was in California, and I'm in Texas, so
It's not
it wasn't
competition.
So
yeah. Then they don't sell online either, so it's not even that type of competition at all. And
right.
plus, LA, there's a lot more of a. I feel like there are more people. That's how I got into it, because when I went to LA at the time, I was like, what can I get? I like to get specific things from places I travel to, and I thought, what could I get from LA that I couldn't get from somewhere here in Houston? And it's not necessarily that they didn't have it here in Houston, but the market that they had was like big breast heaven, because it's everything you want to be. You want cute bras, nice bras, nothing that's like adding more cups to what you already have. And it was just everything. So I think because there are a lot of people who have like implants and stuff out there, with it being LA, there are a lot of actresses and everything. So I feel like the market is different out there, and especially for smaller women with bigger butts like myself. So that's how I got there.
Well, I want to pose the same question to you, Celia.
To me?
One, because I know that you're working on your photography, and I know there's a million photographers out there. So how do you start to pursue that type of goal when there's so much competition in Houston?
Well, I don't make photography more so my primary goal. It's just something I'm also good at. So like in my specific field, like my passion, I first would establish my goal by asking God, like not just praying like, hey, this is what I want, like actually having a conversation, like, okay, like speak to me, what's my passion? And then over my life, I started seeing the same signs. Like, I'm like, okay. And I'd be like, no, I can't do that. They don't make enough money. No, but like, it kept popping up, and I've been told so much that I've been good at writing. I love to write. I like to build stories. I like to just speak to people, motivate people through my writing and my words. So I'm planning on writing, being a book, an author, selling books, Photography, I like that I can also good at that, because I can put the image myself to what I'm trying to tell in a story. So I don't need much help.
So basically, you don't go around and you don't worry about competition out there. You don't worry about asking people in that field. You just kind of step out on faith and do it at your own kind of.
I do ask people in the field, more so entrepreneurs, like how did you get started and what you do. Not necessarily my field, but I'm never bothered about competition, because I believe in my gift, and no one I've ever come across can say things the way I say them. So I don't worry about it. I support everybody.
It's also like a form of networking, because I haven't had any issue where asking people in the field where they feel like it was a competitive thing. They were really just willing to help. Like, if you have any more questions, just ask me. So it was different. They had different perspectives from, having a store, working in a store, what that's like, what you should focus on, different things like that. So it was good to have. It's good to have some networking in the industry.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You help me, I help you.
Yeah. Speaking of networking, I know LAIYA, she's come up with her own lotion line. She's also doing body scrubs and
sugar scrubs, bath salts, and lotion and body butter.
So what motivated you to even start to go, like, what did you need to get you to that point?
Well, I started learning about like health and food and everything like that. And so once I started learning about healthy food, that pushed me to want to learn about like what I'm putting on my skin. And so I started learning about like organic products and buying organic and natural, products. And I was like, okay, I need to make this. I want to be able to heal people's skin and make their skin feel good at the same time. So I reverted back to me knowing a lot about science, and I did it, and I just.
So you just jumped right into it, right?
Yeah. When I realized that I had the gift to do it, then I was like, okay, this is what it is. Let me go ahead and get it started.
So everybody has their own way of just starting to go. Some people you have to, go and ask and do research. Some people you just go out by faith. Some people they just jump right into it, So just as for me, like I just announced that my new goal here. I started pursuing my goal by just doing research. Ask people that's already in that field.
Successful people.
In that field.
Don't just ask me. If they ain't make it, you can tell them what went wrong. The same mistake. But hey, everything is a lesson.
Always trial and error.
Trial and error. I want to say, specifically, do you actually put like time limits on your goals? Like, does that push you to kind of complete them faster, or do you kind of just?
If I put a time limit on something, I'm gonna put a lot of pressure on myself.
Yeah. And
I'm always known to be my own worst critic and like really hard on myself. So I don't do time limits. I work good under pressure, but then I don't want to put a rush product out there. I really want to put my heart and soul into whatever it is I'm doing. So I do it at my own pace and get it done.
Right.
I have a time limit. I need time limits. I need strategy in my life. I need a board. I have to see when and where these things gonna happen. That's just me. I've always had that, you know, structure. I need structure. So like with the tax preparing thing, I know that by the end of this year I need to have certification because we're gonna be doing taxes next year.
Right.
So that lets me know, okay, the ARVA, this is your timeline of events. This needs to happen by then. You need to have your business cards made, things like that. I think the time frames, they help when you want to complete a goal.
I think my time limits are loose. I'm loose about my time limits, not loose as a person. Loose about my time limits. But I say that because I will set a goal. So, and it's just a goal. I will set a goal. Like my poetry book, TPDE, I'll let y'all know what it means later. But that goal was to be out by June 19th. Well, June 19th is Sunday. My book had been ready a few months ago, but when I was like, but I want something more. I was like she said, not a rush. So I'm like, And so I don't get down on myself because here comes June 19th, and there's no rush. It's on my own race. So I set it out for November 18th, and I'm planning on having a wonderful, you know why I chose it, right? I'm planning on having a wonderful book release. So y'all stay tuned for that, but definitely. And so as you guys know from the show, I am a writer. I have a poetry book coming out November 18th. It's called TPDE, but that stands for the poem that doesn't end. So if you love love, you love life, if you've ever been in a relationship that helped you flourish and blossom, or if you ever experienced heartbreak, you're gonna love this book. I also post mainly most of my excerpts in poems on my Instagram, which is Still the Writer. And definitely check it out. Like, support me, I'll support you. But if you love poetry and you love writing novels, I'm your girl.
You know, speaking of time limits, a lot of times you can't set time limits because things are easier said than done. You might say you want to do it by a certain time, but it just doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
So,
But God.
and only God. But that leads me to think about the support system that we were talking about. And, you know, do you think that it's important to support other fellow local businesses or entrepreneurs? Like, what do you think, Whitney?
I think it is very important to support local businesses, especially black business. Y'all know I'm serious about my black people. And pro-black. Hold on, wait.
Double fist.
But yeah, I think it's very important to support local businesses because it's the small people that need the help. Like, I mean, these big businesses, yay for them. But without those small companies and those small people that starting out grassroots, like, they need that support, and we need that to grow.
Those corporations are gonna have money regardless.
Yeah, they got money on reserve.
Right.
Yeah.
It's even like you said when we were talking at lunch that day about, like, even beauty supply stores. Like when it comes to black businesses, like, we're not even owning our beauty supply stores, and we're the most prominent consumers. We got the bundles. I mean, in summer it's a little hot for me, but they'll be back soon. But you got the bundles, you know, you got the hair nets, the glue, everything, and we're always in there, but giving our money to the next person.
But we gotten a little bit better. It's a few black people out there with salons. Casey Beauty Supply Store, Fry Road. Then they got another one in California. I think they got a nail bar on the southwest side off of Alameda. It's a black-owned nail salon. But we coming up small, you know,
and we have to publicize those businesses. Like, when you see, like, a local business that you see, like, doing their thing.
Yeah.
Get on your Facebook, get on your Instagram, shout them out. Be like, y'all, like, just like y'all, you know, we all kind of promote or support celebrities that we don't even know. If your friend is doing their thing, if your friend is, like, having a booming business or trying from the startup, promote that. Like, they need that.
It takes a single second to just share.
Yeah, we share everything else.
Not even a second, like a
millisecond.
Millisecond. Yeah.
And now on Facebook you can like, love, laugh, cry.
You can
love
have
my
emotion. You can hate stuff now.
I agree. I think, of course, as far as, supporting local businesses, supporting local entrepreneurs, or just people, very, very, very important. I do want to touch on something that JALEESA said earlier. Of course, you can't expect, yes, you, my darling, of course, you can't expect everybody to love your dream the way that you love your dream. So sometimes you have to invest in your own brand, especially if you want to see down the road, like that residual income. What I mean by that, so again, like, okay, for instance, if I publish a book, okay, that's not my primary job, but I'll have to work less if I publish a book and it goes up like I'm expecting. That's money that's coming in the bank while I'm still working. I'm out shopping and people are publishing. When you start putting your stuff online, your lotions, you out with your daughter, you pushing a cart at the grocery store, but that's residual income coming in her pocket. So the more income she has coming on, the more she's investing in her brand, the less she'll have to work a real job. Like, I mean,
that's the goal.
That's the goal.
There's nothing wrong with investing in yourself. I mean, you should never complain when it comes to spending money on your future.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, as long as your bills are paid, if you have that extra money, don't complain about spending that extra $300 to go buy new materials or to purchase an ad. It's better than going out and spending $50 a night at the club or getting $100 pair of shoes. I mean, popping bottles and things like that. I mean, spending money on yourself. There's so many other things you can do. Like, you won't see me out in the club buying a lot of drinks because I like to save money a lot. That's one of my. That's always been
like that.
I'm not cheap, but
No, I am. I said I'm just, not
okay.
she just. I'm just.
But sometimes a drink bought for you, so we ain't even got to worry about
that's
that.
it.
But financial goal, that's been one of my
And I have a
all-time
natural
goals forever, just to be financially stable.
Right.
You know, that's just my personal goal. I wouldn't even think of it as a goal. It's just something that I'm just known to do.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I just have to say to myself, you gotta spend money to make money.
Yes.
Spend money
Yes.
to make money.
Golden rule.
Because it's a lot of little things you have to pay for starting a business, and you're just like,
Well, I'm working on it, guys.
just keep
But you're
saying
doing a good job.
that to yourself.
You spend your extra money on materials. You actually sold your product. You're going to events and things like that. You're actually spending the extra money to invest in yourself.
Time, even time. Invest in
a lot of time,
time.
because baby girl was tired. I was tired. My feet was hurt.
And I don't think you don't have any people working with you. That's all her. So I think even with her, me,
ain't nobody else lifting these
it's just us.
She lifted breast at a day at a time.
One breast at a time.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
You gotta get one.
Won't he do
No,
Yes, cook.
it's a lot to lift sometimes. You get all sorts of boobs. Boobs come a dime a dozen.
No, but not these boobs.
No, everybody boobs are different. I didn't have vasectomy boobs, and I don't even know what's going on. I didn't have people just not wearing bra boobs. I just had one is one cup and one is another cup, like 2 cups down. It's just
I ain't never had two.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Forrest Gump and all the shrimp. Well, Bubba and all the shrimp he had encountered in
Bubble
life.
gum shrimp.
I wasn't shrimp.
But he talked about all the different types of shrimp there were. It's like so many types
I
of
agree.
food.
Shrimp.
But I have a question though. So we talked about, how you can, pursue your goal, what are your first steps in the goal, but what happens when, you get that setback? How do you overcome that setback?
Jesus,
of course.
you are the source.
He is Lord Jesus.
Let me get an amen.
Every time something good happens, I praise him. I don't care what happened. It could be I woke up this morning. It could be, I got $200 off on them tables. Okay, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. You worked
On the
it.
table.
Hey, I'm just making an example.
Hypothetically, of course.
What kind of tables you get $200 off of?
Hey,
Inquire mine.
Jesus don't like that.
Jesus don't support all the types of tables you can get $200 off of.
Jesus
so
worked.
I'm just wondering.
Hey,
He worked or you work?
Jesus
Which one
worked.
is it?
Jesus worked. I prayed about it. It happened.
All she has to
She
do
did
is
not
confess to
make
her
that
God.
Why Jesus ain't supporting all the
She
tables?
negotiated that deal. She'll call me and be like, you can get that down a little cheaper.
I'm just gonna read out Jesus down. We don't know what table you been getting $200 off of.
We gonna go to the next topic, y'all.
I agree. Well, I was gonna say
That's how you overcome setbacks.
that's how you overcome setbacks.
No, you just gotta pray about it.
By ignoring distractions.
Don't worry about the other people, because Jesus is gonna work in your way.
None of them tables. You gotta pray about it. You gotta talk to your support system. You gotta talk to yourself something.
Yeah. I definitely, yeah.
Stay
You
away
gotta
from text.
silence the noise, because sometimes when I have setbacks, again, you have your confidence. I might be like, y'all, you know, I thought I was gonna do it this way, but you know, it's okay, no big deal. But you don't have to vocalize, because you know how people go on like Facebook and something and talk about their whole life, like their baby daddy did this, and oh, I'm so mad I could. Okay, I don't always vocalize my setbacks. I just keep it within myself so that I can focus. I don't need any distractions. I don't need no noise, because they'll tell you, well, girl, just give up. Well, girl, you got a job. Why are you doing? It's my dream. I'm gonna get there. No, that's what
I like to write a lot of positive notes around me.
Yeah.
So whether it's a sticky note, piece of paper, it's always gonna be some paper where I can look back and be like, okay, this is what I want to do. And I wrote all that stuff down that I want to do, and I look back at it and it gives me more motivation.
Right.
That
Like,
helps
okay,
so much.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
write it
supposed
down.
to do. Get me back on
Right.
track, because it's easy to get off track and be like, well, man, I don't know if I can do it. But you just gotta have faith in yourself, and it can happen.
So I have a question. So are you like Gabrielle Union with all the little yellow sticky notes everywhere
That's
around
cute.
your house?
Yes, but
I like
I
that.
got a lot of notebooks and journals with a whole bunch of stuff in them,
Yeah.
and I just be flipping through every now
Right.
and then.
Yeah.
Or stuff on my phone. Hi guys, my name is LAIYA, and this is one of the bottles of lotion that I make. It's organic. It has shea butter, it has mango butter in it, and some other organic products that I put to make it in essential oils. It's really good for your skin. It makes it nice and smooth and shiny, and it lasts like all day. No lie, you can wash your hands and you still gonna be moisturized. No dry, cracked skin, no ashness. You gonna be good with my product. And it's called Mystique 5, and you can find me on IG at Mystique 5, or you can follow me on my other Instagram page, Empress Marleya, and there I am. And check me out, and hopefully we can do business together.
Sitting here today, I realized we have more important goals in life. So the question I would like to pose to you ladies is, are you living or are you just existing?
well, for the longest, I think I was existing. But when I told you earlier, like when you're fed up, when you're tired of just your mundane lifestyle, I was like, no ma'am, it might take a while, but I'm getting there. So I make the most out of every day. Like ARVA's always like, girl, you stay up late. After the 9 to 5, well, technically mine's be like 11 to 9. But after that, I go home and I'm working.
I think all of y'all are really just living, because I mean, everybody has something going on. That's what really motivates me about this group, is because everybody does something on the side. Like I've always been the one that's like, oh no, I just want to be the manager, businesswoman, be director. But being a part of this group, I've noticed like, okay, everybody stepped out on their own and did something. I mean, I feel like that's why I think everybody is really living, especially Whitney. Like I know you like hate your job, but you've always tried to step out and do something on your own. Like you've done lotions. What else?
Herbal scents. Everything.
Herbal scents. She worked at a tattoo shop. She's always, stepped out and done something else.
Yeah.
I'm a little outside the box, just a little bit.
No, you a lot outside the box.
Okay, well, I'm not in the box. I done stepped out that mother and
And
got
burnt
into a
it.
triangle. That's right.
As long as you're not a square. I agree. One thing I would want to pose to y'all.
Y'all.
What is it? 2000? I'm so country.
That's a Houston
Y'all.
thing.
Look,
Y'all.
and I went to Florida for like what, 8 years, and I then came back and just fell right back in
didn't
the
say y'all in
trap.
Florida?
She said it, and then I looked at her
They
like,
was like, "Oh, you country," but then I started kind of come
You
on,
all.
trying.
Hello, you all.
Hey, you all. My name is Cecilia. But no, y'all. So listen, I would say, okay, so it's 2016. So we're halfway through the year, right? July's coming up. Yep. So yeah, halfway through the year, 5 years from now, think of your vision, your goal, your life. Where do you see yourself in your business 5 years from now?
Oh, my business. I was
Yeah.
thinking about life in
Ooh.
general. I was like,
Your life, your
Just
business.
leave certain.
Where you gonna be?
It's a family-friendly show.
Well, let's see. Hopefully, my business will be like more prosperous and more well known 5 years from now, especially locally. And myself,
Married with children. I'm gonna
I don't think that's
Jesus,
your
the Lord
goal.
say the same. But
I'm
you
gonna
know,
talk to him tonight.
that's nothing I'm pushing. That's just I'm really just whatever God says, I'm gonna go with it.
Yes.
I don't really have any goals as far as that. I
But
ain't
your
gonna waste
business
time.
is gonna flourish.
Yeah, business. I just wanted to flourish, and I mean even career too. You know, I like to do multiple things.
Mhm.
I started to apply my Spanish and stuff, so hopefully I'll have like a lot of kiddos speaking Spanish like myself.
Yes.
I think for 5 years from now, I want to have some more letters behind my name. I want to have like, you know, some type of certification. I want to be a director. I want to own a second house.
Yes, MD.
Yeah, this is where I see myself 5 years from now. I'm not going to be in this same position. Of course, because I stay in the position probably like 1.5 years, and after that, I'm on to the next promotion. I don't stay in positions very long.
She don't play games.
I don't.
Third row.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say 5 years from now, I will be. Ooh, I almost said I'm 31. I'll be 31. So I would say, I'm so excited about 30s. I feel like the 20s are like for the best stuff. Like you learning yourself, you finding yourself, trying to figure some stuff out. 30s are just gonna be chill. I'm gonna be sitting on my money, with my honey, and I would think that 5 years from now, I will probably be helping a lot more people. I want to do like mission trips. I want to give back. I want to talk to people, young girls. Do stuff like that. It's all of God. I want to serve my purpose, but still do so, prosperously.
5 years from now, I would like to be more well-rounded and be able to give back to the community and put more money into the community so we can all prosper as one. Unity is key. What else? I mean, I want my business to be flourishing. I want to be great. So I'm just striving for greatness.
Yeah.
That's 5 years more greatness for Whitney.
Right.
That's where I see.
Right.
And we'll include
Greatness for all of
We'll
us.
include our business pages on the credits, so you can go follow and share. Thank you. in
IG,
advance.
Speak 5, IG.
Yes. So yes, let's support each other. You add us, we'll add that.